Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for the latest in reality TV, influencer tea, pop culture, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. Alright you guys, so we need to talk about, well, I think we've all already heard the 22-minute audio that Britney Spears released on her YouTube channel. And she obviously dropped a lot of bombshells. I would love for you guys to hear it in her own words. I made a video. I believe that the video that she posted is no longer available. So if you want, I will link mine in the description, or you can literally find, it's probably everywhere. You need to search Britney Spears 22-minute. But anyways, so Britney opened up about everything, opened up about her conservatorship when she was sent away, the albums and the tours that she was forced to do, basically everything. And she also spoke about her mom and that she is so upset at her mom for not wanting to help her, for not believing her, for not helping her. Her mom could have easily gotten a lawyer for Britney years ago and tried to get Britney out of this conservatorship. We have a special guest. Hi, baby. And so Britney is very upset at her mom. It took a friend to get her a lawyer right at the end of, right years after the conservatorship started. Well, anyways, she opened up and her mother ran to Instagram and she had a few things to say, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys something that I'm going to respect Lynn because she is a mother. I respect all mothers, but that does not mean that I'm not going to go in on a bitch. Okay, let me just put that quite frank. But I'm going to try and be as respectful as possible, but depends on what she wrote. So she says here, Britney, your whole life I have tried my best to support your dreams and wishes. And also, I have tried my best to help you out of hardships. I have never and will never turn my back on you. Your rejection to the countless times I have flown out and calls makes me hopeless. I have tried everything. I love you so much, but this talk is for you and me only, eye to eye in private. It's giving very much gaslighting. You know what I mean? Lynn has to understand that you can fly out 5,000 times. You can try and contact 5,000 times. But that's not going to work now. You should have done that during the conservatorship. You should have helped your daughter out of this conservatorship, knowing that your ex-husband was an abusive, controlling alcoholic. All right? Sorry, that's just the way it is. Knowing that that is the man that you divorced for that same reason. You saw what he did to Brian. You probably saw what he did to the girl who wrote a book that nobody read. You saw what he did to Britney. Yet you stood by and did nothing. When I do believe that Lynn loved Britney. I truly do believe, because Britney in the early years and throughout, most of the early career years, she expressed so much how much she loved her mother. And she expressed that her mother was the very best mother in the world. And she basically owed everything to her mother for believing in her dreams. So I do believe that. But I also believe that money changes people. Attention changes people. Through the Storm, the book Lynn wrote right after the conservatorship, with, Lou Taylor being involved and her agreeing with everything. There's one thing, if you think, for example, right? Let's say that we're having a conversation with Lynn. If Lynn thought that her daughter was so out of control and she was trying to do her own thing after so many years of pleasing everybody, of being free, partying, she like any other people. How many times were you drunk? You right here, I'm looking at you. How many times did you go out with friends? How many times did you do stupid shit when you were younger? That's what Britney did. She didn't get a chance to do it at the age that we all do it, so she did it a little bit later in life. And that grew a lot of concern for the parents. And I do believe that Lynn loved Britney and loves Britney, but I do think that Lynn has to wake up and understand that she failed Britney for many years. And that is the truth. Her father, he's non-existent at this point, okay? He failed her since the very fucking beginning, so go away. But Lynn, the one person that Britney was literally so in love with, attached with, and cared for, and trusted, and bought her a house. One of the big first purchases Britney ever did was buy her mother an estate. I think at this point, the only thing that Lynn can do is let Britney speak her truth. Stop responding, because nobody, and I'm so sorry to say this, but nobody's interested in what you are trying to do now, reaching out now. We want to know what you tried to do back then. We want to know what you tried to do during the conservatorship. That is what we want to know. Because us Britney fans, we didn't know 90% of what was going on. You did. You were involved, right? So I think Lynn should, do what she is saying and keep it private. And I think Britney would respect her more if Lynn came out and said, I should have done more in the conservatorship. I failed you, Britney. Your truth is valid, and I respect your truth, and I support your truth, and I am deeply sorry. And if one day you concede in your heart to forgive me, I will be here waiting. Okay? Imagine, put yourself in Britney's shoes. Jamie Lynn Spears, the girl that wrote a book nobody read, her brother, her dad, her mother, her friends. All these people saw what was going on, did nothing, and stood by and literally pretended like everything was cool. And after listening to this 22-minute audio of Britney, I learned a lot that I didn't know. We none of us knew, And I think that had we known, probably would have made better decisions. But I think that her mother needs to stop trying to dim Britney's light and her truth. This is Britney's truth. This is Britney's reality that she lived. And if she feels that Lynn didn't do much, then that is the truth for Britney. And Lynn should respect that. You know what I mean? Lynn never once tried to get Britney a lawyer, except to the end, I believe. I think that her family, the situation is very sad, because when it comes down to it, this is all about money. This is all about power. This is all about control. This is all about basically having a prisoner and living off them. I truly believe, and I pray that one day Britney and her mother can, maybe a miracle can happen and bring them together. And I'll say this, why? I know how much Britney loved her mother. And I know how much Britney must be suffering without her mother. I know how much it probably hurt Britney not to have her mother at her wedding. But at the same time, mother or not, if you stood by and let this abuse happen, I don't know if I could have a relationship with this person. You know what I mean? So I think at this time, we have to just allow Britney to feel, to do, to act, to say, to respond, everything her way. Because that is what it's important. After 13 years of not being able to do that, Britney has every single right to be upset with people who stood by and knew the truth and did nothing about it and pretended like everything was okay. And I'll always look back at the Radio Disney Music Awards when Britney was presented with that Icon Award and Jamie Lynn performed. When I saw that as a fan, I was like, it is so beautiful. The whole family together. Britney seemed super happy. And to think that it was all an act, it is insane. Like, it's insane. 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 You know what I would say? I would say, why don't we all stream Glory? And why don't we all get Glory back on the charts? Obviously, it's Britney's favorite, and I think it would just do so good for her self-esteem and to see the response of her fans. Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Go listen to the 22-minute audio, and I hope that Lynn can forgive herself. I hope God can forgive her. And quite frankly, if I was Britney, I don't know if I could forgive her. What do you guys think? Let me know. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.